Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Joey Shirkenbach is back here with another video for you guys. And in this video, we're here to talk about the game that wrapped up a little while ago between the Ravens and the Bengals. I figured, hey, last game of the season. But, I figured regardless, I was going to try and do my recap tonight, again, regardless of the outcome, because, it, you know, it could have been the last game of the season. It's a big stake, and it actually was a rather quick game, so not too late. So I figured I'd rather do it and do it, while it's fresh in my mind, and then I can just erase it all. Man, big shout out to the Bengals fans. You guys hung in there. You really caught us lacking. You caught us missing opportunities. You took full advantage of them, and you got the win. So good luck going forward. I got to hand it to you guys. While I think that they got incredibly lucky and we self-imploded, they did their job. What can I say? They took advantage of us self-employed and they didn't let us get away with it. So again, congrats to them and good luck going forward. Wow. I mean, what a fitting way to lose the game. All right, so I guess we'll talk about the last play briefly. It was there. Out of all, it was 4th and 20. And I've always been a Harbaugh defender. I really don't think he is the problem. I think Roman is part of the problem. I think he needs to go, which I think he will. And I guess you could argue in the long run this loss is better because, it'll let the coaching staff know that there needs to be changes. But I still, man, I'm so sad about this loss. We so had it. But anyways, that clock management on the last drive was horrendously bad. I mean, what were we doing? I understand, I'm sure we had in the back of our mind, hey, we don't want to score too quickly. We don't want to march down too quickly and give the ball back to Joe Burrow. We want to play for overtime, or dare I say, if we score, be over 2. We better not have. But regardless, I understand the mindset that we had, but we still overcompensated big time. We had a play that was we converted a 4th down on 4th and inches. Huntley had a keeper and got it, and then there was a minute left. We didn't run another play for 20 seconds. We huddled up. We had 2 timeouts left, by the way. We huddled up. We wasted 20 to 30 seconds. That's just bad. Bad. And then, of course, the penalty on that running play. The running play, again, I understand what Roman was trying to do. He's trying to catch him off guard, get us closer. But you can't have penalties in that stake, man. It was unnecessary, too. He'll cut it to the other side. He didn't need to hold him. It was on Zeitler, I think. He didn't need to hold him. Okay, it was just completely unnecessary. That set us back 10 yards. We had a 2nd and 20 now. It was 2nd and 10. We were in control. We were inside the 20. Then it was a 2nd and 20 because of that holding call, because that's automatically 10 yards. And then we just imploded. And then 4th down. The line kind of sold. Hendrickson kind of destroyed Stanley. But Huntley actually made a play out of it. He flung it up, and the play was there. There were guys there. We actually had a shot. But man, it was just out of reach for Prochet. I'm not gonna completely rat on Prochet. Oh my God, he cost us the game. It never should have been. It never should have gotten to that point. But man, we were so close, so close. And I have been saying this since day one. Whether it's really just for the past several years, even at day one. Blown opportunities are what costs you games. I think I mentioned this in my Game Picks video on Friday night. How are the Ravens going to win this game? Control the clock, which I do think we did a nice job of tonight. I think we really did a nice job controlling the clock. The problem? We did too well, because that last drive, we needed to have more urgency. We were taking way too much time. But anyways, I really think we did a nice job controlling the clock. I also said we needed to run the ball well. We did that very well. Dobbins and Edwards both played very well tonight. So that's great. But 2 other things. What I remember saying. Don't turn the ball over. Fail. Our opening drive of the game, Huntley threw a dumb interception, so we failed that. And 4, stop blowing opportunities. Fail. I mean, guys, it's simple things. And I gotta say, I will say on the bright side, I was really impressed with the effort tonight. We played a lot better than I thought we would. I kind of thought the Bengals would bounce us, at least offensively. I really thought they were going to give us a hard time. This is 3 straight times this year, man. After getting absolutely destroyed by them last year, this year I was really impressed with their defense. All 3 times we met them. Week 5, Week 18, and then here in the wild card. All 3 times we really did well on defense. I will give us credit. The Bengals scored 17 points, offensive points, in the first meeting, 20 in the second meeting, but of course part of that was off great field position, and then only 17 tonight because of course the Hubbard play. We'll talk about that. So yeah, I really, our defense really played well against them this year, and we really did a nice job holding Burrow in check, and I was really happy about that. And then when it comes to Huntley, I mean, he's not good. Obviously not. We're going to talk about that play in a minute. What's really a shame is, like, I thought it was kind of like the tale of two halves in this game, because I thought in between Huntley's two big mistakes, which was the interception and also that just horrendous fumble at the goal line, that Huntley, I thought, was playing okay in between those. He made some nice throws, he had some nice runs, and that ball to Demarcus Robinson, like, he was actually doing okay. But those two just big mistakes, man, you just can't have them. It was really a shame, because I really thought, as crazy as it sounds, in between those two huge mistakes, I really thought Huntley was playing okay. He surveyed the field better. He finally got Andrews more involved. But, dude, I mean, the interception was bad, but had we not blown all the other opportunities later, we would have gotten away with it. So that's, I mean, I guess it's not a blown opportunity, but that's a miscue, because it was, I said we couldn't turn the ball over. We failed that. We turned it over twice. But even if we turned it over once, that one interception, if that fumble didn't happen, we would have won the game. I know, you don't like hypotheticals, but as frustrating as that drive was, because before that, on the drive where Sam Hubbard ran the whole frickin' football field for a touchdown, it was 17-17, and of course, we had a big run. Tyler Huntley had a big run the play before that. He got like 30-something yards. That was big. We were down inside the 5, and then we just could not punch it in. But even if we somehow squandered and had to settle for a field goal to make it 20-17, theoretically, we still would have won, because the Bengals did not do anything offensively the rest of the game. The Bengals, after getting that touchdown with Hubbard, they did not score a single point the rest of the game. In fact, more accurately, if after that early in the third quarter touchdown by the Bengals, and they got the 2-point conversion to make it 17-10, they did not score a single point offensively the rest of the game. That just shows you how well our defense was really playing, and I was really happy about it. But the offense hung them out to dry. But it's not even so much like this is different from the ending of the regular season, because the problem with the offense, we just could not move the ball. We could not convert first downs. We actually moved the ball tonight. I gotta say, we were really moving the ball well. Almost every drive, we only had like 1 or 2 3-and-outs. We actually moved the ball. We ran the ball well. Huntley had some nice passes. But, dude, those two big mistakes, and okay, I can't avoid it forever. Let's talk about that final play. Just like, what are we doing? Seriously. First of all, I mean, we tried to, the first play, we tried to run it with Edwards. He got like halfway there, but he was a bit short. It was second or third and goal. Why? But we were still a solid yard away. It's not like we were right on the goal line. We were like a yard away. Why do we run a sneak asking Huntley to jump over the pile? Teams literally don't do that anymore. That's why, because it's so risky. And you want to know something? This is funny. You know what that reminded me of? 2018 with Lamar Jackson as a rookie against the Browns. We did that same thing on 3rd and goal. He tried to leap over. He fumbled, and the Browns recovered it. So we were at the 1-yard line. We would have gotten a touchdown or a field goal. Instead, we turned it over. The Browns didn't turn that one for a touchdown like the Bengals did. But why did we do that? We were too far away for a QB sneak, and the personnel made no sense because we had guys behind Huntley as if like we're going to push him forward. You only do that if your quarterback is like going to sneak it so you can try and push him across the goal line. That wasn't the plan. Huntley was going to jump over. Why do we have the guys back there in the first place? I guess to maybe try to fool the defense that like, oh, you may hand it to him. But no, get those guys out there, like out on the edge, out on the perimeter to make the linebackers go out there, and then you have a much easier path. But bad play call. I would have much rather we run like a spread at the goal line. I am a big fan of spread at the goal line, or pound it with Edwards or Dobbins, run some play action, do something. Don't ask Huntley to try to leap over the aisle and do that. That's just so stupid, man. Greg Roman, again, he has some really good play calls, but then some of them are just whack ass. I mean, what was that? Atrocious play calling. Bad execution, and that flipped the whole game. I gotta say, I really thought after that we were going to absolutely implode and the Bengals were going to explode. That didn't happen. We actually managed to stay with them, and again, the Bengals did not score a single point after that, but neither did we, and that's why we fell short. But that changed the whole theme of the game. We were down 17-10, and then we had a great response. Demarcus Robinson, that deep bomb, burning Eli Apple, haha. We were tied up at 17. We got a stop on defense. Offense went back out there, and we were marching. We were inside the 5. We were so close. We were about to go ahead 24 most likely to 17, man. We were so close. And it's one thing, if we stall out in the red zone, because like we usually do, because we suck in the red zone, make it 20-17. Okay. But, man, we fumbled and they returned it for a touchdown. Just totally to the field. A score differential of like 14 points. Literally, because that put the Bengals up in front 24-17. Had we not sold like that, we would have been in front 24-17. We would have been able to swap the score. It would have made all the big difference. Our defense was stifling. We played really, really well, especially as the game went on. A little bit of a rough start. I know Chase had a pretty big first quarter at least, but he was pretty silent the rest of the way. And we really just, we imploded, man. We shot ourselves in the foot. And I swear, the Bengals, and again, congrats to them on the win, don't get me wrong, and good luck going forward. But they are the luckiest MFers in the league, bro. Oh my God, they're so lucky. Every single time they always get lucky like this. Seriously, the deflected ball at the end of the game that should have been caught, it didn't happen. And then, of course, the fumble at the goal line. The Bengals are so lucky. Literally, they did pretty much nothing. Okay, yeah, a linebacker got in there to disrupt it, but it was mostly just Huntley being a moron and just bad play calling. The Bengals we were punching them in the mouth. We were moving down the field. We should have scored that touchdown. The Bengals are so lucky, man. And of course, I know the Bengals, I think, know that they can't talk all the shipola on us, because literally they scored 17 offensive points. They were pretty mediocre offensively, so they really can't talk too much trash. But it still is so frustrating, because we so should have won this game. Another blown opportunity. Now, I will say, one thing that I was really impressed about, we went down early in this game. The Bengals got the ball first. They got 3. Huntley threw a pick on the next drive. The Bengals scored. It was 9-0. Evan McPherson missed the extra point. It was 9-0 early, and I was like, oh, crap, this is going to get ugly. We really responded well, though, after that. We had a nice, long touchdown drive, and then the next drive, we stalled. We got in the red zone, which was great, but then we had to settle for a field goal. We really wanted a touchdown there. Another missed opportunity. Going up 14-9, it would have made all the difference in the world. And I know, again, I know I'm doing hypotheticals here, but think, if we, let's say that we did get that touchdown to make it 14-9, the Bengals scored to make it 17-14, we score 21-17, we march on the field again, we're up by 11 points, we're up by 2 possessions to make it 28-17. But again, the script, it just totally flipped. And then instead of that, we had to settle for a field goal. They went up a touchdown. We tied it, but then we fumbled, and they returned it for 6. And then eventually got the 7. It's just, guys, blown opportunities has been the issue time and time again this year. And you know what? We can't get away with it forever. It cost us some games earlier this year. This time, not only it cost us the game, it cost us the season. That's it. We're one and done. And it's really, really frustrating. I think this team has a lot of talent, and I really thought we had potential. I mean, without Lamar Jackson, I didn't have exactly high expectations, but once we get into the playoffs, and once we actually have a chance, and I can see that, I'm really, really pushing, man, and I really want to see us make a push and actually win the game, and we couldn't do that. So regarding how different this team looks in the offseason, I should say next season, after the offseason, I don't know. We're going to have some decisions to make, what we do with Marcus Peters. Of course, what we do with Lamar Jackson. I'm praying that we extend him. We'll see. I'm not going to get into all that contract stuff, because I think a lot of people are acting like they know everything, and they don't. We know nothing, actually, about what's going on. So we'll find out. I'm just praying that he comes back. We really need him to prove that. And again, I know Huntley did have some bright spots tonight, but I really think with Lamar Jackson, we win that game, man, because Lamar Jackson would not absolutely sell at the goal line there and let the Bengals score a touchdown the other way. It just wouldn't have happened. And I don't think Lamar Jackson would have thrown that pick on our opening drive of the game either. So, it's really a shame, man. Again, there were a lot of bright spots of the season. We had to overcome a lot of adversity. We made the playoffs at least, but there's still a lot of issues with this team that need to be resolved. And I don't know. The coaching staff, and as I said, I've been a big Harbaugh defender for a while. I still don't think we need to fire him, but I'm really ashamed of that clock management at the end there. That was really poorly done. We wasted time. I know the holding penalty kind of cost us more, but we still should not have wasted that much time. We were too relaxed, and the play calling had some bright spots, but then at the goal line, it was just horrible. And we were really bad in short yardage situations, and it's just, again, missed opportunities time and time again, come back to bite us. We still could not fix that. Turnovers, we needed to take care of the football tonight. We didn't. 2 costly turnovers, and that is why we did not win this game. We didn't deserve to win this game. We shot ourselves in the foot, and that, again, has been the issue time and time again this year, and time is up this time. We're out of time, and the season's over. So it's really a shame, guys. Again, had a lot of high hopes for this team. Obviously a disappointing ending, but in this game, I really thought we had a chance to pull it out, and we just could not. So without further ado, I know I'm kind of just saying the same stuff now, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I am out. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Go Ravens, man. We will be back. I know we will, and I will see you guys next weekend for divisional round game pick.